Hello, so I've been growing melons and pumpkins for a few years now. I really extended my vegetable garden and I would really like to share opinions with people and get new advices. I'm doing more ecological companion planting way of gardening, not traditional one. And I would like to share it and share my journey or my projects, what I'm growing this year. Now I'm planning to show you what I'm growing this year. I don't think it would be really fun. So here is my main garden bed. I know it's overplanted. In there I have tomatoes, I have few chili peppers, few onions and garlic as a pest control, basil, cucumbers, and personal size watermelon marigolds. I will show you everything more in detail, but I know it's overplanted. I want it to be overplanted. I am kind of scrappy gardening. 90% of the seeds are seeds I collected from grocery store, fruit or last season fruit, even tomatoes. And everything I use are scraps that I already have as a support and everything. So first we have some of my melons. I did not put support in yet, but they are doing okay. They are really doing okay. I will put support in when they are bigger. Here I have my cucumber. I put this thing that was left from construction. Also, yeah, my garden is a lot bigger, but other stuff is mostly flowers and potted plants. My family take care of it. They're actually doing repottings right now. And I don't really mind for that much. There is also a front part. There is a lot bigger. I will be building one garden bed there, and on my compost pile two raised beds because that area is really overgrown. A lot of concrete. I will be building it on top of the concrete. Here I have my personal size watermelon. She is doing well from what I can see now. Also, we have Nagila plants, and two of my melons have flowers now, male flowers. They're still really tiny, so I'm surprised they flowered at all. Here we have more melons, marigolds, Chinese aster plants, petunias. So a lot of my oxheart tomatoes started flowering. If you have trouble with fruit, you just tap them like this, tickle them a bit, because they pollinate through the wind and bees kicking in them. Here we have hardy passion fruit wine. I don't know exact name of this one, but it survived really cold winter. We have extremely cold winter. It was minus 16 one day. We usually don't have that cold winters. I am in Europe, but it would be like US zone 7. But this year we had extreme cold wave and it survived no problem. Last year it produced a lot of fruit. My purple basil, it's doing extremely well. I only have one basil plant this year. This area will get a lot of sun. Just now it's early in the morning, so it doesn't get a lot. More tomatoes. Here we have one of my chilies. I topped them and now they start producing the side growth, which is amazing. I have three of my chili peppers in a pot. So here I have one more chili and my okra started growing from seeds and I'm very excited about it. This side I have a lot more okra seedlings. They started putting out their first leaves. They're really doing amazing. I know I should thin them out, but natural selection gonna thin my okra however it wants to thin them. So this area, it's mostly tomatoes. So I'm growing ox heart, which you can see here. I'm growing cherries, little elongated ones. I know variety because it's from saved seeds. Um, Here I have one cherry flowering. My cherries are flowering a little later than my Oxheart tomatoes, but they're still doing really, really well since I grew them from seed. Oh, we have sucker here. Suckers you snap off, you remove them, so you have stronger plants. Some like this one, I am experimenting and letting them grow suckers too. This is the Oxheart tomato. Port I'm using these metal things I found in my yard. This is left from construction. I'm using some sticks from my apricot tree. And yeah, we have onions. They're not doing the best, but they're alive. I'm gonna let this one flower. I planted some more ones as a spring onion. If you don't know, you can use onions as spring onions. You will need to pull them a lot more before they're ready, but they say taste exactly like scallions and spring onions. So I planted more because there was a lot more, but we ate 90% of them as spring onion. This one is doing amazing. You can already see the bulk forming here. So yeah, the most of this is just tomatoes. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Here we have one more chili. There's marigolds everywhere. There's petunia. Here I planted more that would be spring onions. This one is garlic that's kind of growing really weirdly after I removed the flower part, but it's doing good in my opinion. I'm not growing perfectly. Why it's so heavily planted? It's because I really want to create ecosystem for wildlife. In this corner we have few cherry tomatoes. Only one that is Oxheart is one here. We have garlic. We have these little chives that are very similar in taste to garlic. Also, here you can see some of my seedlings from personal size watermelon. Also, forget to say this one is also cucumber. I got it as a gift. It's still too small for any real support. For mulch, I am using wood shavings and grass clippings. So this lawn and flower area, it's really pretty. This is a type of hibiscus, but I don't take care of that. My family takes care of that, so I'm not really included in that part. Here we have my really, really, really wild bed. I've been growing like this for 3 years, and it always give me amazing results. I know people will say 10 but I don't really need to. All of these are melons, and they always produce grown like this extremely well. This year I tried to add tomatoes, and I have mixed opinions because my ox heart is really growing horribly here with melon and squash, but my cherry it's it's doing great. Squashes I've been growing like this for 3 years now. They take up the whole area, cover all this horrible concrete. Also here there is a lizard colony, so they provide hiding space for lizards, and they mega produce. So last year from 5 plants, here I have 3, but last year from 5 plants I had over 40 squashes and melons, squashes and pumpkins, sorry, and I need to give a lot of them away. I also sold some of them, and I still have it in my freezer. We make pumpkin soup out of this type of squash because it's elongated squash that really tastes identical to pumpkin. I don't know exact name of variety. It's not butternut. It's not any of that, but it's really good. We have some flowers that are closing now already too. So this is not like any disease or something. Just we had construction and construction workers step on it by accident and broke the wine. But that's okay because it will it will shoot on the sides new wines and it will still be amazing. So this is my compost pile. We have a lot of pumpkins in the compost pile. Volunteer pumpkins that grew from because I had so many over 40 pumpkins. A lot of them went bad, so they need to be thrown in a compost. And now we have a lot of pumpkin seedlings. And we have this volunteer potato that's really putting out. So as soon as this part died off, I will dig it out of my compost pile. And here I have my apricot tree. It have a lot of fruits. So what happened? We pruned it really late in the spring when it already started flowering, so it would had a lot more. But it's pretty much full with fruits anyway. Know how much you can see, but there is apricots everywhere, and I have a little pumpkin there too. This is where I plan to build my next garden bed, and one more here. I have a cherry tree that was planted last spring and it's doing amazing. It was stunted because it was bare root and the root system was really, really horrible. But now it's doing amazing. And I have persimmon, a Euro persimmon to be specific. It was planted late in the autumn because it arrived a month later than it was supposed to. And I'm really surprised it even survived. It started late, but it started putting growth. I thought it would die 100% because we had that cold wave and it was Beirut and it arrived in late October. So it really did not have much, only like a month and a half to establish a root system before extreme cold wave came. But it's alive, which is a miracle. I'm really happy about it because it's my grandmother's favorite fruit. So I was able to find Euro persimmon and it survived its grace, thankfully. Mostly my family's plants, but I have few of mine here that I really want to ask for advice. So this is my avocado that I grew from seed. It's doing amazing. I grew it multiple times and it grew to big size, and then it dies around this tall, but I never top it. This one I top and it's putting multiple branches, and I read that reason why it was dying was because I didn't top it. But if you do have any other recommendation, please tell me. And here I have my mandarin oranges I grew last year from seed, and they are doing amazing, amazing, amazing. So much better than my lemons, and they're really doing amazingly. Oh, that brings us to the end. I really hope you enjoyed all of this. See you.